Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ilal Hilaliyah. I am majoring accounting from State University of Jakarta. In this time, I will present to you about my internship report at Secretariat Directorate General of I Relationship of Finance and State-Owned Goods. Let's get started. Chapter 1, Preliminary. Background of internship. In the 4.0 era, it requires not only academic ability, but academic ability must be accompanied by practical skill and also soft skill, ability to communicate, work with teams, behave well, have a good work ethic, think critically. This makes the internship program needed as a place to practical skill as well as improve soft skill. In addition, the internship program is also a place to prepare yourself for the world of work after studying. Purposes and objectives of internship. The purpose of implementing the internship programs. 1. Fulfills one of the requirements for graduation from the Accounting Study Program Faculty of Economics State University of Jakarta. 2. Can study the field of work in accordance with the practical department, namely accounting gain experience about the world of work before fulfilling the real world of work after complementing lectures. 3. Apply the knowledge gained in lectures at the internship program. The objective of implementing the internship program are as follows. 1. Making the internship program as a means to develop the potential of student. 2. Making students more disciplined, responsible, and thinking ahead. 3. Comparing the theory gained during college with the reality in the world of work. Internship workplace. Institution name, Secretariat of Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Address, Merdeka Barat Street, number 8, Gambir, Central Jakarta, DKI Jakarta. Phone number 021 35033345 or 3811 308, extension 5075. Website http://hubud.debhub.go.id. Schedule of internship. 1. Preparation stage from 25th of November 2020 to 6th of December 2020. 2. Implementation stage from 7th of December 2020 to 3 of February 2021. 3. Reporting stage was in February to March 2021. Chapter 2. Overview of the workplace. The history of the institution. The Ministry of Transportation used to be a combination of the Ministry of Transportation and the Ministry of Public Works, led by a Minister Abikusno Cokro Suyoso, but this did not last long. Transportation Affairs and Public Works that come under two different officials, namely the Ministry of Transportation led by Insinyur Abdul Karim and the Ministry of Public Works under the leadership of Insinyur Putu Hena. The focus of concern for the Ministry of Transportation in the 1945 until 1949 era was land transportation because among several other transportation sectors, such as sea and air, had not yet been able to become optimal means. In order to fully control shipping, it was decided that the time had come for the government to establish a shipping company. Therefore, in 1952, Insinyur Juanda, as the Minister of Transportation, stipulated the establishment of PT Pelayaran Nasional Indonesia (PELNI), which started operating with 16 ships. belonging to Perpuska and 45 pesos that had just been purchased. Based on the Presidential Decree number 253 dated 10 July 19 1959, the term Department of Transportation is no longer used and is instead known as the Ministry of Distribution, with J. Leimena serving as its minister. In the early days of the new order, the organizational structure of the Ministry of Transportation in Development Cabinet 1, 2, and 3 included the Minister of Transportation, Secretary General of the Ministry of Transportation, Inspectorate General of the Ministry of Transportation, Directorate General of Sea Transportation, and the Directorate of Tourism, Post, and Telecommunication. And this is organizational structure. Next is general activities. That is of the finance and state property section. The state of finance and state property has the task of carrying out coordination, preparation, coaching, preparation of financial report and monitoring reports, revision of DIPA, administration of state property, management of non-tax state revenues, guidance and verification of manager budget, evaluation and preparation of public service agency financial management, preparation of government internal control system, preparation of material and follow-up on audit results. Function of the state finance and property section. In carrying out the task referred to in Article 419, the state finance and property section carries out function preparation of material for the formulation of the implementation of the budget implementation list of the Secretariat of the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, monitoring of the implementation of the budget implementation list, guidance and preparation of DIPA revision. Next is preparation of material for the management and administration of state property and preparation of material for guidance and management of non-tax state revenue. Chapter 3, Internship Implementation. Field of work. 1. Help to make an official travel warrant. 2. Input performance allowance in the performance allowance application. 3. Circulating daily absences to employees of the accounting and treasury subdivision. 4. Matching data between SP2D and SPM. 5. Perform administrative activities on the computer. Implementation of work. 1. Inputting performance allowance in the performance allowance application. The tasks in the accounting and treasury subdivision are regarding the input of the allowance data for employees of the Secretariat of Directorate General of Civil Aviation and employees in 5 directorates, namely Directorate of Air Transportation, Directorate of Airport, Directorate of Aviation Security, Directorate of Aviation Navigation, Directorate of Airworthiness and Aircraft Operation. And this is the screenshot of the performance allowance application. And this is result from the application. Two, circulating daily absences to employees of the accounting and treasury subdivision. Filling in daily absences is supporting evidence of employee attendance, so filling in daily absences is an important thing for employees to do. So every morning, the practitioner helps to circulate the daily absences. 3. Help make an official travel order. Official travel order is a document that must be made by ministry employees before traveling out of town. The mechanism of submission is that employees must be submit or propose an official travel plan through a memorandum or official note to the head of the Planning and Finance Bureau. The memorandum or note as a document submitted by the employees to seek approval from the head of the Planning and Finance Bureau to undertake an official trip. And this is screenshot from the official travel order application. Four, matching data between SP2D and SPM. In this activity, the practitioner sees from the SPM and SP2D document that then performs reconciliation by seeing the similarities of one, the invoice number contained in the SPM and the one in the SP2D. To the invoice date contained in SPM with the one on SP2D. C. The amount of disbursement of funds contained in the SPM and in the SP2D. And the last, description of information regarding the disbursement of funds containing the origin of the agency and the purpose of the disbursement of funds contained at the SPM and those in the SP2D. And this is file of the SPM, and this is file of SP2D. And the last is scan document. Other activities carried out by the practitioner are scanning document. In this case, the practitioner have the activities of employees in scanning document data that need to be entered into the computer data archive. Problems encountered. 1. The internship program activities carried out by practitioners were carried out in a condition of the COVID-19 pandemic so that their mobility was slightly hampered, making the practitioner must always pay attention to health protocol and always be vigilant when traveling, both when heading to the street vendor place and when returning. 2. The internship program activities carried out during the online lecture period were still running. Practical work when street vendors sometimes coincide with online lecture schedules. 3. There were restrictions on the number of employees entering due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 4. In doing work when street vendor, there are terms that practitioners can know just about. Problem solving. 1. The process of sending letter of submission for the internship program is done online. In carrying out the internship program, the practitioner always adheres to health protocols. 2. The supervisor always order lectures first to be more focused and not to miss the course material. So this makes the practitioner able to run both, because after the class is over, the practitioner returns to work on the assignment given during the internship program. 3. Practical fieldwork activities are carried out by means of work from office (WFO) every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and work from home or WFH every Wednesday and Friday in January 2021. 4. In the case of a situation where the practitioner finds a term that the practitioner has just heard or read, the practitioner immediately asks the internship program supervisor or to an employee who is not doing work. This makes the practitioner insight increase because of knowledge of the term used in accounting in government. Chapter 4. Conclusion. Conclusion. 1. Practitioner becoming more aware of the direct practice of government accounting. 2. Practitioner become more aware of the existing work situation in the government. 3. Practitioner understand the importance of occupational safety and health and how it is applied in the world of work. And the last is 4. The implementation of the internship program during the COVID-19 pandemic made practitioner apply health protocol in the workplace and work more flexibly. And thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.